yo, hello. Yo, love. Critically acclaimed. Ice Coast the name. Good life. Good music a bouncing and me ears the melody so sweet. Rhythm yes so bad, me say put it and repeat. Baga hot girl me see ya bounce and dancing at this.
So what's good, ScrewFace? How you?
Well, baby, I'm here, I'm living. I made it to the couch.
You feel me? No funny. I'm trying to make this blue Velveeta lit. I'm trying to make this viral.
Alright, y'all heard it. I'm on the blue Velveeta.
Facts.
After this, y'all gonna wanna come sit down.
That's a big fact. After this right here, everybody will come sit on the blue couch for sure.
I just started something.
Super.
Make sure this the new Vlad.
Come on
New
now.
Vlad.
And we're gonna do it better because we not doing no indictments over here. You feel me?
Yeah, that's a fact. Every time somebody sit down, I love Vlad though. Don't stop that. Don't let that stop you from calling me Vlad. I'll sit down with you.
we on all platforms.
Ain't shit you gonna ask me that's gonna get me indicted. I ain't really.
You feel me?
I'm like that, but I ain't really like that. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? we keep it clean.
I be thinking. Yeah, I think first.
We keep it what's the word?
We get money.
Yeah.
Keep it professional. Fuck all that.
We keep it dry clean.
Right. Don't play with us, but you know.
Stay with us.
Stay with us.
Let's get into it, man. I'm really excited about this. It's about to be a dope interview. We're gonna really get into it. We on limited time. Apologies. But we're gonna get right into it. You feel me?
Let's talk.
Smooth conversation. We just chopping it up.
What's going on, y'all? It's Qing ScrewFace with a Q, because sometimes the king is you. I'm from Brooklyn, East New York. I'm an MC, rapper, songwriter, hip-hop, R&B, melodies, everything. I'm an artist. I ain't gonna lie, I started taking the music serious during the pandemic. That's when I wrote my first mixtape. So what was that, like 3 years ago?
Okay.
And then I hit the ground running. I've been going, I ain't stopped since.
Alright, so what was it during that time period, the pandemic, that was like really hit you and say, you know what, let me take this music serious rather than anything else?
Shit, during the pandemic, like right before the pandemic, I went into a dark space. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I should be looking here. During the pandemic, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I went into a really dark place. Even before that, leading into it. And then it was like, yo, fuck it. I'm playing with these beats. I got these thoughts in my mind. And I just start writing. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna drop my first mixtape. That's where Now or Never came from. Because it's like, it's either now or never. If I don't sit here and put this shit out now while I got the time and the thoughts and the demons on my back and I got something to talk about, it's never gonna happen. So when I was locked up for the pandemic, that's all I did. That's all I did. I really self-isolated. And I wrote and I wrote and I wrote. We talking, I used to do something called 16 a day, keep the pain away. And I would come up with a 16 freestyle to a new beat every day. And I would just have hooks and concepts every day throughout the whole, like the first year and a half, like, of the pandemic. And that's when I ain't never looked back.
I like that. See, we getting right. We getting deep right early, right in the beginning. So let's keep it light real quick. I'm about to play with you. You remember one of them raps? One of them 16s, keep the pain away?
Yeah.
Let me hear one of them.
Yeah. One of the 16, keep the pain away?
Yeah.
That's where I came up with some shit called trenches. I've been through the trenches every day with my guard up. That's why I'm so defensive. I refuse to be the dummy in the room, so I paid attention. I refuse to make a dummy move, so I had to keep my distance. Funny niggas, but the devil on my shoulder so persistent. I'm just trying to overcome every odd that they stacked against us. And although I find it hard that I ain't locked up in the system with a childhood that I gotta heal from, but I'm far from playing victim. But if I did, I have a reason. Yeah. That's how I was rapping at the time.
Mentally, spiritually, whatever.
Off the jump, I went crazy. I was jumping on every challenge every day, so every time niggas was at home scrolling, all they saw was me. Went crazy. That also sharpened my freestyle skills. Because I was rapping every day, I was just thinking of new topics. It was to the point where I would rap around the house about what I wanted for dinner and what I'm about to go do, and I'm going to the bathroom and everything, every movement, I was just freestyling. That shit just sharpened my skills. It was like 2 nines, just every day, bro. That shit really, what I would say the pandemic did for me, it really sharpened my bars, my rapping skills. It made me believe in me. Like, that shit, I used to be in the crib rapping, like, did you hear that? As a freestyler, like, not believing how much I was progressing as I went along each day. Like, when they say practice make perfect, that's a real thing. As an artist, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, you don't know what the next line is, but you know the next bar as you're freestyling. It's like a lottery. The numbers coming up, and as I freestyled every day, the shit just became like So it definitely sharpened my skills. That's what it did for me. It sharpened my skills and it gave me something to believe in, and it made me see myself in a whole new light. Like, yo, I got this talent. It was a time where I would just go to work, make my money, come home and be smoked out, chill. This shit gave me a passion. That shit made me want something for myself. It made me want to go hard, get up every day, got something to grind for. Like, it really did a lot. I ain't even gonna hold you. It did a lot for me. So that's all I love this shit. Music is in my like, it's in my soul, bro. It's over. I fell in love and it's over. Like, I don't know.
I'm glad you said the music and you doing what you're doing, feel me, struck something in you, a burning desire to continue to pursue the music, to continuously on the daily sharpen your skills and whatnot. And so ultimately, whether you knew it or not, you've always had that in you, but it was sleep, it was dormant, and you finally tapped into something that has awoken that inside of you that made you want to go hard and drive you to pursue what you're doing now. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know a little bit of who Qing ScrewFace was before Qing ScrewFace.
I used to play ball. I was known in East New York for being a little tomboy. I used to play ball. And in between me playing ball, I used to battle niggas at lunchtime. I used to battle motherfuckers outside the corner store. So like, what I'm doing now don't really shock nobody. It just shock them to the level that I'm doing it on, like the skill wise. And yeah, I was always rapping, but I was really known for playing ball, AAU ball, fucking varsity, all of that. Went to school, went to college, played ball for a couple years. So I was really known for that, but I was always writing. Playing with music, playing with songs, like, yo, let's try this. And yeah, so it was always there.
So what, because I love basketball.
Yes. You know I'm the point guard, you know that.
PG, of course. What schools you went to?
High school, I went to Grand Street campus.
Okay, nice.
You know about Grand Street? Lady
yeah.
Moves?
We played Grand Street.
And then for college, I went to Sullivan County upstate.
Okay, nice. I know Sullivan.
Lady General. Shout out to the Lady General. Salute, you know. Best time of my life, I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah. And even then, I had a teammate who was she wasn't taking rap serious, but she rapped on the regular. She loved it. She would do it on her computer. And when I seen that shit, I would just start coming to her room like, yo, let's lay this down. Let's play this beat. Like, so I was always playing with it.
What was your favorite AAU team?
No Limit, man. Coach Munch. Shout out to the Gauchos too, you know. Shout out to Exodus, you know. Shout out to them all. But I was No Limit. I was a No Limit soldier with Munch. Shout out to the squad.
I love that, man. This is dope. I like that. Alright, so I want to know, well, you just brought that you was in the dorm doing the music, but so when was your first time actually recording, or was it in the studio? Was it not?
My first time actually recording, like, we recorded on a MacBook, but my first time recording, shout out to Killer, the Heart. He got the studio on Guaptown, and me and Sweets came out with some shit called Point 'Em Out. And my very first session was with him. My very second session was with Fifth Mayor. And those are my very first two sessions.
I like that. I'm glad you mentioned that actually, about your song with Sweets. So was that the same song that you did the video for?
Hell no. By the time me and Sweets did Yeah, that's what you're talking about, Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
we both had progressed. As I had already dropped my mixtape, I had already dropped some singles. So we had both already been on it. Because while I was writing my whole mixtape, she was right there with me. So as I was doing my shit, she was playing beats and writing her own shit to some of the beats I was writing. So yeah, we was way. But that Point 'Em Out shit was like, I listen to it now and be like, oh, like I didn't have my voice, I didn't have my pocket, the bars was mediocre, but you could tell I was on to something. I was like, I was on to something. That was the very first song that we dropped. I dropped that on SoundCloud. The very first song I put out, like, hey, go listen to my music. That was the very first song. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good question.
What was your So what was your first video?
My first video was something crazy.
Something crazy?
The one that y'all helped me set up, matter of fact, yourself included. I turned Diamond Deck and I told y'all I wanted to shoot a video. I remember everybody getting in the chat like, yo, sis need a location, she need a cameraman, time and place, and y'all set me the fuck up. I never got to thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? And that was the video, the one we did on the Brooklyn Bridge. You know, I keep the chip on my shoulder, the screw on my face, I keep the tools in the holster, I gotta play safe. They never on safety, cause life is something crazy, and I ain't trying to die. That was my first video. I was like 90 pounds on that shit. Like, it came a long way. Like, weight up, everything. Like, we working, we progressing, everything getting better and better and better and better. That's the goal.
So I think this is probably a good time to talk about it. I'm always big on dropping the gems, talking about the business, the behind the scenes. That's where, you know, what I did a lot of my work in the music scene was behind the scenes and whatnot. And so it takes a lot for an artist to actually be successful in the industry to any degree. It does take a team, or if you're doing it by yourself, you need to be well equipped. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to talk about some of the aspects of being an artist and what it takes.
I feel like the most important gems I could drop as an artist is have fun with it. Don't forget why you got into shit, because I was dropping so consistently, and then when I started to feed into what other people wanted to hear, I put myself in a box. Have fun with it, man. Have fun with it, and don't fucking stop. Don't fucking stop. I seen Drake on Rap Radar, and he said every rapper has a window where it's like, who's that? You get that moment where it's like, who that moment? And once you lose that, it's gone. So when you have that, you gotta take advantage of it. Don't think too hard. Don't lose your moment. Be consistent. It ain't no such thing as great timing. I used to think I'm gonna plot everything out and it's gonna work out exactly how I want it. That's false. Drop it. Drop it. I used to hold certain concepts and somebody would drop it before me, shit go viral. Drop it. Like, don't second guess yourself. If this is what the fuck you want and your pen and your pad is all you got, whatever's on your pen and your pad, my nigga, drop that. Don't hold on to it. We're not holding on to no music this year. I'm trying to hit all 12 months of the calendar. Like, something's gonna pop. We in the era where you got everything on your side. You got the internet. You got shit going viral. You got people with the fucking FOMO disease. They don't want to miss out. Start your trend. Get your brand. Get your team. Get your people that believe in you, and don't stop. That's it. I used to wonder why I wouldn't get features. Why nobody want to work with me. I didn't show and prove. You gotta just keep working, and eventually everybody's gonna flock to you. They're gonna see it. They're gonna need you. They're gonna want that. Just give the people something they can't deny, and that's my mindset going into this shit. Now, tell a story. Make sure you got a concept, something people can relate to, and keep it real to you, and everything is gonna come together. And have a pure heart, and everything that you're working for is gonna come together. Like, music made me really look at life in a different way, and not because it's the music, because of the dream. Now I know how to hustle, and now I know how to protect my space in my heart and what I put out to the world, so I don't get that back because I have something I'm going towards. You know what I'm saying? So if you really have the dream and this is something that you want, the music, don't stop and move with a pure heart. Like, and know your value. Know your value. I'm not out here just working with anybody on some, humbly speaking, really. Because, let me say this. If you see me hot and you want to work, if I check your page and your hustle don't match mine, and we can't benefit from each other, then in my mind, it's like, it don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? You have to, when you approach these artists and you approach these industries, you have to look at it as a presentation. Make sure you present yourself well. You have something that they can look at, something that you can prove yourself. Don't just be thinking you're going to get a handout, because in this industry, you're not. You're not. So make sure you have your portfolio. And they got to be, one hand wash the other, they both wash the face, and that's how it works. I'm learning that, because I always used to feel like, yo, I'm always getting shitty under the stick. You got to make it so that you're valuable. So know your value before you just out here doing anything, doing any shows. Like, if your music is your heart, that's enough. That's stock to me. You know what I mean? My playlist is stock. That to me is gonna make my bread. That's gonna get my family up the hood. So you gotta know your value and don't play with your stock. Know when to trade. Basically, you know? And anytime I go to a show, I'm front center. I'm front row until my time. I don't like nobody talking during my set. I hate when motherfuckers leave during my set. Once I got your attention, it's over. You're not going nowhere. But you don't know that when I'm not up there. You know what I'm saying? So I make it a point, and I learned this from a couple other artists that I know. I made it a point to be front and center. I'm usually front row, phone out, light, shine a light on them. I make you feel good, how I want to feel when I go up there. And that get me, I ain't gonna lie, that give me a lot of love. It give me a lot of features. A lot of the motherfuckers I fuck with musically, let me stop cursing. A lot of the people that I network musically now, that I've grown up on with over music, it's come from the mutual love at shows. Like, I'm front and center for them, then they front and center for me. It's a give and take thing. So I feel like we all want somebody to promote us, we all want somebody to push our stuff, but then when we see other people drop it, we scroll right past it. You gotta give people what you want. It's a marketing thing. If I know this is your passion, this is your brand, and you selling plates, and I might not never buy a plate, but I might repost you here and there, you know what I'm saying? Because I know when my music drop, I'm gonna be like, yo, new screw out. So that's a real thing. I've noticed that's a real thing. I have a lot of artists that I follow, and anytime that the ones I rock with heavy or got something going on, I'll make sure to end up on my page so that my followers can see it. Because I always want to end up on yours. Let's keep it real. We want our shit to go further. We want it to branch out further than what we already have. My followers already know what I'm capable of, but if I show you love and you show me love in return, now we're cross promoting each other. And I'm big on that. Very big on that. Cross promotion is a real thing. Support each other how you want to be supported. That's a real thing. And that's why when I network, like I know people before I get in the room. If I see promoters putting flyers out of everybody who's involved, I'm big on clicking them, tuning with their music. Sometimes I might even know some niggas lyrics before when they really get to the show and never met them because I just heard it and I was like, ooh, I'm really a fan of music, so I try not to hate. I do this with a pure heart. And I think when I step in a room and I give people their flowers, it's easier for them to reciprocate that energy to my greatness, just how I view their greatness. So that works for me. Just keeping the love, man. We grown. We don't want to walk around angry and hating and I'm better than you. Nah, I seen what you did, that last single you put out, and it's like, yo, I checked you out too. And it's a connection. That's networking.
You got a great team around you, and you definitely know how to
pick them. I plot.
Pick them in the right, and you always have like a great set, like from beginning to end.
I plot on artists. Before I send you a song, and I know, like when I start writing and I hear certain artists, I'm going to cook up. I'm not gonna send you something that's just a beat. I'm going to cook up something that you can't deny. So when I send Melody that song, and I send King Chino his songs and Rilla their sons, it's because I hear you on it. I wrote it for you. I really do my homework. Like I wrote it for you. If I sent it to you, I wrote it with the thought like, yo, this is who I hear on it, and it works out every time. Every time I've ever rapped a song or sang a song as a kid, I remember people being like, yo, you sang that shit like you wrote it. You sang that shit like you wrote it. So when I wrote my own music, I really love hip-hop. I be in the mirror all day. So by the time I get on stage and I zone out and I see the love, I feel the beat dropping, I feel the lyrics, and I just zone out, bro. Like, I remember my whole life, people always being like, yo, you singing this song on the radio like you wrote it. I just always been performing. I don't know what it is. And what's crazy is you take me to the party, I'm probably gonna play the wall, sit down, drink, might give you a little two-step. But you put me on that stage, and I come alive, bro. I turn into a whole nother person. Like, I feed off the crowd energy. I make sure to hit every camera I see in the crowd. Like, you know, I lock eyes with people. I'm pointing at you. I'm making you feel like you're a part of this. And I love it, bro. It's a feeling I can't explain. I love it. Don't let motherfuckers know my lyrics. It's on. It's like, it's on. But there ain't no place like the stage. And as an artist, ain't no place like the stage. That's where everything you've worked for, it's time to show and prove and get the reaction. There's no place like the stage for me. So, yeah.
For you personally, as an artist, what do you see success to be? Like where would you want to see yourself and be like, I've made it? Like, honestly,
like a lot of people don't know this, but I love to write. So if I could be in a position to where I'm writing for anybody, I'm good. I feel like nobody can't put on a show and perform my shit like me. But originally I started off just writing, like, hey, let me help you. All my rapper friends, like, if I could be a writer in this shit, when it's all said and done, fuck the fame, fuck me being an artist, fuck the artistry. If my pen can hit that pad, I'm happy. If that can provide for me, I'm happy. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. I don't give a fuck about the fame, the flashing lights. I don't want the world screaming my name. But I would like to have the world singing my music, whether it's me or I wrote it. You know what I mean? For somebody else. So when it's ultimately all said and done, I want to be a writer.
I like that. That was good. That was a great answer. You said that very well. Said that very well. All right, so that was a light future. That's good.
Shit, yo, we got some shit on here.
Yeah, it's a lot. All right, so you want to be a good writer. Who would be some people that you would specifically like to write for? Whoever.
I feel like the rappers that inspire me don't need me to write for them. If you know me, you know I'm a meek head. I love Meek Mill. His aggression. I had motherfuckers tell me I was too aggressive, and I see Meek carry that shit well, and it's like I ain't gotta change my lane. Like, I write for the Chasers. Let me come write for the Chasers. DJ Khaled, we the best, you know. Something like OVO. Drake, you like writers? No, don't put that, because he's not going to be a feature. Cut that. Cut that. I slowed up
sure.
because I start listening to people. I'm back outside, I'm not writing, I'm not in my creative mode, and now I'm putting too much pressure on it. Everything gotta be a hit. What they wanna hear, everybody drilling, it's different waves. I put too much pressure on myself. So now with the future bring, I'm gonna bring it back to the past. I'm gonna give you the old school to where I went back to having fun with my music. I'm gonna go back to having fun with it. Whatever I feel, wherever my creativity takes me, I'm gonna follow that. Instead of tucking on my songs like, nah, they're not gonna like that. They're not gonna like that. Fuck all that, they gotta love it. So I'm not holding back. Like I said, I'm trying to hit every month of the calendar. So I did January, got something coming February this month. What's today, like the 3rd, 2nd? I got something coming this month. And the goal is to hit every month of the calendar with my music, what I want to give y'all. And that's it, hit the ground running. Like, I'm not gonna stop. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna stop. I might get discouraged, might get in my little tantrums, having my moments, but I'm not gonna stop. Once I recharge and I got my thoughts straight, I'm back on your ass. Like, that's how it is. I'm not gonna stop. I might take a break, but I'm never gonna stop. Just need y'all to know that.
You have any short-term goals?
My short-term goals?
Yeah.
It's certain stages I want to be on. I don't really want to say them on camera, but like, everybody want to go to South by Southwest. I can say that. I'll give y'all that one. Everybody want to go to South by Southwest. So my short-term goals is to put myself in position to do platforms like that as an artist. There's certain platforms I need to be on before the year's up. Those are my short-term goals. Realistically, like, I really want to say it, but I don't because I don't, everybody got to pay their own way. Y'all not going to listen to my setup and then go run with it. Like, when we off the camera, I'm going to tell you the platforms I want to hit, but it's definitely a certain people that I feel like I need to be in front of and spit for. And, yeah. So I'm knocking on the industry door this shit with it. That's the plan. It's a short-term goal.
Alright, so since you mentioned that, just to drop some more gems, what you think an artist needs to do to put themselves out there and get themselves heard and seen?
I feel like we need to get back to the bars, man. Get back to freestyling, Freestyle Fridays. Let's get back to that. Let's get back to rap, post it, rap. It's the time everybody going viral. Rap, and don't stop. Keep going. Drop a song yesterday and hit. The one you got left in the tuck, drop that tomorrow. What you holding it for? Time is now. And do your homework. Find out where these DJs are gonna be at. Find out where these shows is gonna be at. The ones that make sense, and put yourself in that position. And if you got a little money, don't spend it on dumb shit. Spend it on the right things, on the right shows, on the right equipment. Like, get that quality going. Give them something they can't deny. Build your brand. Let's do it.
So I know you we're about to switch up the vibes, alright?
Let's do it. Let's have some fun.
So I know you Qing ScrewFace and you got Screw Gang and all of that. But what's this brown you be repping? What's that about?
That brown?
Yeah.
That brown is a family. That brown represents East New York, my home where I come from. For familiar, he came and got me from high school and helped raise me in these streets. You know what I mean? The brown to me represents family and unity. So it's a whole community of people who grew up together, stick together, and have been through it all together. Like, so it's hard to explain. Like, it's a brotherhood, a sisterhood. It's for life. That brand represents a family. It's a big major movement. I know a lot of y'all know. If you know, you know. R.I.P. for familiar. But yeah, that brand is forever. It's like, it's not a game. That's one thing for sure. It's not a game. It's a family. We don't gangbang. We got motherfuckers in there that might gangbang, but everybody professionals. Everybody take care of their kids, and we all come together. And we got morals. We got a code that we live by, and it's really a brotherhood system. And it's not everybody who's in it has been in it for years. Like, you know what I mean? We're not out here recruiting motherfuckers every day doing niggas. Nah, it's really a family. You gotta be really in there to be in there. Yeah, bro. Can't get done. Every year they have this school drive where they come. Shout out to Prada. They come and they set up in the lounge and give kids free haircuts, get book bags and get books, and they do sewing weaves for the kids to go back to school, and like full-blown beauticians in there. Like, they really get back to the community. Like, they take care of East New York. We got a bunch of musicians, talented people. They do a lot. It's really a movement. Something to be proud of. For real. I watch boys turn men in brown, you know what I mean? Like, everybody stand for something. And if you out of pocket, they're gonna tell you. Everybody in the brown drop gems. And you gotta stand for something to even be brand. You have to stand for something. You have to take care of your family. You have to be an adult. Like, you can't come around us and be broke and just be out of pocket, gang banging and wilding in the streets. We stand for something. You know what I mean? So everybody in there, they got their shit together for the most part.
Yo, if you wasn't doing music, what you be doing?
Probably a pothead on the couch.
That
I ain't really had nothing I was into before this.
Nah.
I was a bum, bro. Going to work, chilling with the squad, linking drink, killing my liver. Like, it's party, you know? Being human. Now I'm like, nah, I got a studio in the session in the morning, I got a video in the morning, I can't have bags under my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be ready. I got something I'm fighting for, like. And what's crazy is everybody around me believe in this shit. Like, so on top of what I know I can do, to have people that believe in you like that, it's like I can't stop. I got people like you in my ear every day. Yo, keep going. Keep going. Every time I drop something, keep going. It's them keep going. So that's what I'm gonna do. So if I ain't have the music, I wouldn't be doing nothing. So I gotta keep going.
So you don't got plan B?
I feel like a plan B setting up for failure. What motivates me is I don't want to work for somebody my whole life, bro. I don't want to work for somebody my whole life. I know God don't give you a talent and a dream for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
I don't even want to think of a plan B because that means I'm giving up on myself. Every time I start to think about it, I drop it, like, on to the next story. So, nah, I ain't got no plan B to answer that question. This is my A, B, and C. Something they don't know about me?
Yeah.
I rap, right? And I rap like I do, so aggressive bars, but I listen to reggaeton all day. All day. Y'all getting out rap by no speaky ass nigga. Like, niggas don't know that. Like, a lot of people don't know that. People be so surprised of how in tune I am with my culture. Like, I love it. I'm a reggaeton, salsa, merengue, bachata, and bowhead. Like, I listen to Spanish music all day if you let me. And then go in the booth and spit to some gangster shit. So I feel like that's something they don't know. Niggas get in my car and be like, this what you doing? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm really tuned with my culture. Like,
What's your culture? Where you from?
I'm Puerto Rican Dominican, baby. My father's full-blood Dominican. My mother's Puerto Rican full-blood. Puerto Rican
Okay.
Dominican. I get on my nerves. My own nerves. But yeah, I think that's something people always be like, what? I bust out speaking Spanish. Like, you Spanish or something?
Yeah, I ain't know.
So my blood got it tatted on me. Like, yeah. You would think I would get up and listen to hip-hop all day, but I really don't. Like, I got my rappers that I love that I keep in rotation all the time, but for the most part, I'm listening to Spanish music all day.
I can't listen to Spanish all day. Qing ScrewFace like to eat.
Everything.
It was fire. Like, give us some.
I'm a steak and potato nigga. Steak and potato ass nigga. Steak and potato ass nigga. Love a good steak after a nice hard work week. Go sit at the bar, get you a steak and a beer. Yeah, that's my shit. That's really my shit. Steak and a beer. Some potatoes and I'm set.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Medium rare. Sorry. Don't burn my steak. I like the juice, you know? Like to taste the flavor. And that's my shit. I like mint chocolate chip ice cream. Don't judge me. I know motherfuckers. Everybody got something against mint chocolate chip. I love mint chocolate chip ice cream.
You be eating what Qing ScrewFace top 5 things to get from the deli.
If I go to the deli, if I'm on some pig shit and I'm picking shit up, that's easy. I'm getting me a vanilla Coke. Gotta get me a vanilla Coke. I'm getting me. What the fuck is them shit saying? Fuck. Them trolley worms. The sour trolley. Alright, so I'm getting a vanilla Coke. I'm getting the sour trolley worms. I'm getting nacho cheese and flower seeds. I might get a pack of Oreos. And then my fifth, I might pick up a Twix. I might go home, smoke 2-3 blunts, and that shit be gone in the night. Gotta stop that. Then get up and go to the gym the next morning. Yo. Yeah.
Stop that.
I like my food extra hot and my drink extra cold. You know what I mean? Heat my food up and put my drink in a cup of ice. And I'm happy.
I'm the same way.
And I'm happy.
I like my shit super hot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I'm a snacker too. I wake up on my sleep. I got a snack bag by my bed. I shouldn't be saying it, but I got a snack bag by my bed. Wake up at night like this.
That's crazy.
My dog come running. Think he gonna get something? Yeah, I'm a snacker. He go right back to sleep. It's a bad habit, I know. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Who's been one of your favorite collabs?
You gonna do that? You gonna do that?
That's tough, right? Well, go ahead and say what's something unique about each one that you've collabed with.
I ain't gonna lie, my favorite collab is Changes by Eddie D featuring me. Eddie D gets so deep. Whenever he send me something, I gotta stop what I'm doing. But when I work with him, it allows my pen to be tested on another level, and we also gonna rap. I know we not coming with no soft subject, no soft beat. We're gonna rap. So that collab, anytime I collab with him, I'm able to show my real skills, pen-wise. Anytime I collab with Chino, I know he gonna bring my songs to life. He rock with me.